Before I talk about Latin Mass, I need to mention that we actually prayed for unrestricted opening of churches. And our last weekly rosary was Sunday, February 27th, 2022, after which this sign disappeared from our church.
Today is Sunday, February 27th. We've been coming here for almost 2 years now to pray for the unrestricted opening of the churches. Um, you know, prayer is an important part of our life. I do believe in the power of prayer, and sometimes prayer doesn't always work the way we want it to, or the timing of when we want it, but I do believe prayers are answered. And we're hoping for the restoration of the church, our country, and the entire Catholic Church.
That was Mike. Now Judita will speak how she started these prayers the 12th of April 2020, which was Easter Sunday.
This was Easter 2020, and the churches were closed, and everyone was watching online holy masses. By the grace of God, I have this intuition, like that I didn't put anyone really in danger, and I didn't sense scientifically that there was any danger. Considering my background growing up in communism in Poland, I figure out it's time to go in front of the church, and it's Easter and I'm not sick. I just felt it wasn't right to be by TV screen and watching Holy Mass. I contact one other family whom I know that they also grew up in communism, and they are Naperville family, Śliwa family.
Yeah, me.
And they just jumped in.
Right.
To the idea without any questions and any second thoughts or what if. They were just like, okay, let's just do it. And we didn't have any plan. We just went with like desire to pray and maybe thinking that maybe there will be some other people by the church who need hope and community around. And we just went there. Everything was empty. That whole parking lot. It was Easter. Everything was empty. No one was there.
Originally, we had a sign participants agreed on, which spelled out what we were praying for so that others could join us. When we added canceled priest names to that sign, then the priest of this parish talked to us through one of the participants, not directly, and asked us not to have it on that church wall anymore. And so that's how I was holding it in my hand on the public sidewalk. And as I was holding the sign, Father Groth appeared and tried to order us not to display the names of the persecuted canceled priests. And my wife told him that we were supporting Father Parker. And he said that he was supporting him too. But then he noticed I turned on my body cam and I confirmed, yes, he was being recorded. And that's when he didn't say any more words and left and got on his phone and never came back. The next days, another group member brought this threat from the priests that they would cancel the Latin Mass in our church, St. Peter and Paul of Naperville. And we did not promise that we would stop bringing signs. And as a matter of fact, we decided each and every week whether to bring signs, how big, what would be on them. Just happened we haven't brought them yet. And also, I have stopped going to Latin Mass altogether. And the Latin Mass in St. Peter and Paul Church in Naperville, Illinois continues to this day. However, a few weeks later, Bergoglio cracked down on the Latin Mass worldwide. So America and the world are not as lucky as St. Peter and Paul in Naperville so far. The churches in Illinois got locked around March 16th, 2020, when they started to flatten the curve for 2 weeks, as they claimed. And then there was pretty severe persecution of like Romanian church who wanted to open. They were Protestants. Luckily, it turned out that Illinois laws are pro-Christian and wouldn't allow government to do that. So Protestants fought and thanks to them, we were able to go to church June 7th, 2020. However, restrictions continued, and so did our rosary, which we prayed every Sunday at 10 a.m. in front of St. Peter and Paul Church in Naperville, Illinois, until all the restrictions were lifted after the last restricted Mass, the 27th of February 2022. Besides praying rosary every week, we sang songs sometimes depending on who attended, and the languages were Czech language, Polish language, English language.
Maryjo Królowo Polski, Maryjo Królowo Polski, jestem przy Tobie, pamiętam o Tobie i czuwam na każdy czas. Jestem przy Tobie, pamiętam o Tobie i czuwam na każdy czas.
I am the author of this video, Vladimir Sliva. I appreciate input of others and patience by others. Thank you.